Well, howdly doodly all my DIY nomads. I hope all of you are doing really well today. As you can probably tell from the background up here, it's no longer sunny with blue skies, but that's because the high pressure system we had has moved on now, which is sad because there's not as much sun around at the moment, but couldn't really argue because we've had one of the best springs ever so far and the weather's been fantastic, so thank you weather gods. Today, as you can tell from every video when I tell you what I'm about to do, but you already know because of the title, I am going to be adding a roof rack to the van, but my wooden roof rack similar to the one that I did on the Transit Custom. And I know it did get a bit of hate for being what we call weighty, or well, even I think it was even called stupid. I don't care. It's a van. It's meant to carry lots of weight, and I really like them. It's sort of like a very cool look. It's a very useful thing to have. It's a giant sun deck up there, and I've been refining it. So I'm going to be using two lengths of 70mm by 45mm pre-treated sawn timber. They're going to run the lengths and actually screw in perfectly into the Vanguard roof rack hook bits I have on the roof already. I'm also then going to route out channels on both sides so that when I cut these flooring widths to go down, they basically tongue and groove into each other, and then they'll slide down the channel, and then I'm going to screw them in as well. This means that I can reduce weight because I'm not using scaffolding boards like I did on the Transit Custom. It's reducing the height of everything as well, because currently the solar panels that were up there were sat on top of those Vanguard bits on rails, then raised up. This way the wood, the maximum height is the Vanguard rails, and then the wood will go down and the solar panels will sit in there, so they'll only come up to the level of the Vanguard thing. So reducing the height of the van in total by a couple of inches also means the solar panels aren't on show, and it gives me a lot more space up there to put anything I feel like up there. Oh, and really exciting news, I've actually got proper PPE now. I've got the old the googles and the old earmuffsies. Oh yeah, by the way, I can't stress this enough. Just with earmuffs, if you're getting them, just get like ones with like metal bits to the end. Don't get those bloody plastic cheap ones, because they break every 5 seconds. If you have anything larger than a small pea head, they'll break every other day. And then after 3 of them, they're more expensive than this, and these are really good quality ones. So just invest in earmuffs, otherwise you'll just spend more money. Can you just lift up the other? Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, for God's, just stop it, Wood. Stop it. Next goal is to route out all the channels for the wood flooring to slide into. As you can see, I've already had a go on one of them, which is why there is literally all of this sawdust everywhere. We have now skipped forward about an hour, and what I've done is I've laid out all of these cut pieces for the roof. I laid them out on the lawn, and I just basically covered them with boiled linseed oil on the underside. So I wanted to do the underside first, and then I'm going to put them in place on the roof, and once they're in place I'm then going to cover the top side in linseed oil as well. I just want to get the underside done because obviously once it's up there I can't get to the underside. Plus if I didn't do it, it would just rot from the bottom, and I want this to last as long as possible. Right, we have scaled onto the roof of the van now. We brought the wood up with us. We're going to start paneling it in, and I bloody well lost my tripod, which I really wanted to sort of film this being like time-lapsed in, but the only angles I can sort of get look really awry. So thanks to the magic of video editing, I'm just going to switch to the point where it's all finished and done and looks lovely, ready for a good old coat of linseed oil. We are locked in, ladies and gentlemen. Ooshk. Now I've left this bit here because I'm trying to sculpt it around the hatch, but I haven't worked out yet the best way to do it in regards cutting these pieces on either side but still keeping it nice and strong. It's getting quite late in the day now, so I'm going to leave it for tonight. I'm going to upload this video so you guys can keep up to date with what I'm doing, and then tomorrow I'm going to finish off this roof rack and add in all the little modifications that you guys mentioned in the last video. I think, actually, was it just the vent? It was just the vent for the inverter. I went out and bought a vent because I love when you guys give me all the little bits of advice on the dumb things that I always forget. What I really like about wooden roof racks is that they're just so versatile. I understand that they can weigh quite a lot and you have to worry about rot and everything, but you can just do so much with them. And also the fact that this covers the whole roof means that if you aren't that great at listening to raindrops pitter-patter on the roof all night, this cancels that out. It makes it a lot more bearable. I don't mind it too much, but sometimes when you get like really heavy rain, it can be a right pain in the arse when you try to get to sleep. But I just love these. Like I love having all this wood up here. It's like a sun deck. You can store so much more stuff up here, I find personally, and it's just so easily modifiable as well, which is what I love. And now that I've refined this, so it's less wood, it's lighter. And also it's so low to the roof, I'm not going to have any issues of like the wind going down the motorway trying to like rip this up off the roof. I'm going to work out at the front what the best way is to streamline it all and everything. I'd love to hear your guys' input about what you think about my roof rack. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but this is my taste, it's my van, and I absolutely love it. And that's what's so great about doing your own conversion. You can do whatever the hell you want. Within certain reasons. You don't want to endanger your life, but this is improving my life for sure, doing a little bit of sunbathing up here. So anyway, my DIY nomads, I'll catch all of you guys probably in a couple of days actually, when I upload the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, stay safe, and catch you then.